Hello, people. Happy Valentine's Day. So today is February 14th, 2025. So if you are wondering what you're supposed to do on a Valentine's Day, if you are on your divorce recovery journey and you are all by yourself, Valentine's Day is good for couples, but it is also important to know that it is a lot about self-love. How are you doing in your self-love journey? Do you love the person that you see out in the mirror? Hold out a mirror for yourself. You can pause the video and do that now, or you can do it after the video. Divorce recovery is not only about doing that healing from all the, depending on how your situation unfolded, if you had any trauma, or not all situations go to that extent, but I have known many stories by now, some from different events I attended, some from clients. So there are many extent of stories, and there is no comparison. Your story is most challenging to yourself, and I understand that. But living there is not going to get you to that unstoppable zone. In this channel, we talk about how to get you from your setback to an amazing comeback at the shortest duration possible. Because guys, guess what? Our time on this earth is limited. We are all going to die someday. So if you're already in your midlife, you know that the clock is ticking. Either 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, it's going to end. So there is no point suffering. No point suffering. You can follow along and see how I went through that journey. And you can see some of my videos from 6-7 months ago. I have different playlists. Feel free to watch them, binge watch them, and see how I didn't even have a smile on my face. And slowly, if you see month after month after month, as I kept doing a lot of different things, training and whatnot, I progressed in this journey. And not only that, for me, I worked in the corporate industry for 21 years. And learning about human behavior and what motivates them, what makes them sad, and all of that was always, I was obsessed with. So I've been learning this for many years. So I think that is one thing also that helped me. And I am a believer of God, so that helped me too. Now, you might have different path, how you are trying to recover from the divorce. But if you're in this journey for more than a year, it is time to rethink. It is time to rethink. You don't have time to lose, right? So feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out in this video in the comment below. And also you can find my email contact on the YouTube homepage. I also have an Instagram if you want to follow only the shorts, that's there. And on this channel, I share the longer videos as well as shorts and playlists, very organized. I understand your pain because I have been through that. But remember, the most important thing for you to go from point A to point B, where the life that you want, you have to become this person. So this is where you are chasing everything. You are chasing love. You are chasing to fill that void that is within you. But you cannot get there from chasing. You have to attract it. You have to attract it. And that is when life gets so amazing. So you have to become from here to here, use that thinking, speaking, action. You guys probably remember because I keep talking about it. This is my secret: thinking, speaking, action. It goes in cycle. That creates your feeling. So you keep speaking about the things that you want to manifest when you're here in point B. Because more you start talking about it, more chances of you taking action is more. Action is the ultimate that will give you the result, but action itself is not easy to take. You think about it, and more often than not, since you are in that zone already where you're feeling sad, angry about that relationship that didn't work out, you tend to not take action. So the speaking is the next best thing. So when you speak about it, you end up taking the action. Think of it this way. If you want to go to the gym and you just think about it, more than likely you won't go. But if you talk about that with 3 friends, oh, I got to go to the gym today, I got to go to the gym today, chances of you hitting the gym already goes up by many percentage points. So it is exactly like that. So gym is an example, but for you to attract, and here point B, the relationship, how it is going to look like for you with a partner, with your friends, how your weekends are going to look like, all of that, you visualize your deepest dreams and desires, that if you want to, go for a skydiving, you keep saying that I'm going to do it. Even if you don't do it, at one point you'll start doing it, right? That's the key. That's the key. Same thing with career. If you have a plan to get a job that pays you $1 million, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep speaking about it with your friends or whoever. If somebody doesn't believe in you, change the friends. Change the friends. You got to surround yourself with people who believe in you, or at least even if they don't believe in you, they are with you. You need to make space for the new, sometime letting go of the old people and places. That is something that everybody will tell you. Everybody in the industry will tell you. Because it took me a long time to learn that our life is so short. When you are trying to please everybody else around you, you yourself are not going to be happy. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Now, you want to be kind to people, but the path that you have traveled, 8 billion people in this world, everybody's path is so different. So people who are giving you advice and whatnot, they don't have bad intentions. All of them have good intentions, but nobody has lived your life. Only you. And if you believe in God, God knows what feels good to you and what feels bad to you. Something that feels good, that means you are going with the current. Something that feels bad, that means you are swimming against the current. And swimming against the current is not a good feeling. Then you are staying in point A, and your goal is to go to point B, fastest way possible. Now, of course, the TSM method, thinking, speaking, action, will get you there fast. And if you are a believer of a God, or think of an universe or higher power, that can help you with quantum jump. What that means is, normally our mindset, the way it thinks, because our mind is analytical, it thinks that you have to go from point A to point B to point C. But in reality, if you believe something, the higher power, something that is so powerful, they have their path designed for you, which it is. That's what I believe, but you don't necessarily have to. If that does not resonate with you, then you can go from point A to point C right away. But of course, you need to put in the action. Nothing happens without the action. Excuse me. So, my friends, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? One way to ask yourself is, it's funny, but it's true. Would you date yourself, meaning the version of you that is there right now? Would you date that person? If you went through your divorce and You think that your healing is done and you're ready to date, because we talk about that too in this channel. Big thing is about divorce recovery, and at some point you are ready to date again, which is awesome. But at that point, would you date a version of yourself? Of course, the other gender, whatever you, if you're a man, or going for a woman or whatnot, it's yours to decide. But the point is, would you date yourself? If not, what are the things would you change about that person? So start working on that, because that is very important. Because guess what? When you are here in point B, you are going to attract everything that matches with the frequency that you are in. So it is important to have that self-love. So you're not chasing somebody to get love from them. It's more about your cup is already full and it's overflowing. Then there will be people that will come in your life. They will come in your life and they wouldn't want to miss that fun part. And of course, when you get into big relationship, marriage and whatnot, there are things that you won't be 100% happy all the time. And it is also because what ends up happening that people put a big, huge, not even big, a huge expectation on the partner, which is a complete no-no. So that's a totally different thing I'll talk about another day, because we all have, remember this 4-quadrant to talk about relationship, deepest dreams and desires, career, and health, which includes physical and emotional health. So your partner is just a percentage. The partner should not go beyond like 30-40%. Because if you put all the burden on the partner, like 80%, you are suffocating your partner to give you everything. It's not right. It's not right. You know it. You know what I'm talking about. Especially if in your midlife you have been through a long relationship, long-term relationship or marriage, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you are the person who felt suffocated by the other person and then you started becoming avoidant, or you are the person who are the validator who kept going after the other person to validate your point. And these are not my term, validator, avoidant. Those are John Gottman's term. And John Gottman, Julie Gottman, they have this 45 years of study on relationship. Very popular, very good books. And they have a book called Fight Right that came out last January, 2024 January, one of the best books ever on relationship. It tells you how the deepest dreams and desires, those are what are underlying causes for many fights that happens between couples. You know what I'm talking about, when there's a little something happens and you start to break out in a big fight. It is not about those little things. It's about those deepest dreams and desires that don't match. So if you're in a new relationship or looking for, building a healthy foundation for a relationship, make sure you also take the love language test by Gary Chapman. There are 5 love languages that everybody has. So when you take the test, you will have your top 2 or 3 that the way you feel loved. And the other person you're dating, if they don't match with that, your foundation is not going to be strong. Now it's possible that they don't fully match, but they're somewhere close to, but then you talk about it, right? Then it works. This morning, actually, I let a friend know, because I'm excited for him, because he and the person, girlfriend, hopefully he'll start calling her girlfriend soon. They're that makes me feel so excited. They really like each other. That's awesome. And I was just telling him about taking the test. So anyway, so that's important. You want to build a strong foundation. And Another client, I let her know this morning that, first of all, the progress that you make over time, that definitely, not only for yourself, because, like I was telling you, the person you see in the mirror, look at the mirror. Do you? I have some papers and pens here. You guys probably saw in the mirror, but anyway. It is so important to love ourselves first, because if you don't get to the point when you love yourself first, you are not going to attract the right person, because our mind attracts, and that's based on research. I forgot the name of the doctor. I think she's a MIT or Harvard doctor, like super popular, but I forgot her name. Anyway, she was on Louis Howe's show, and what she was saying is, we attract people based on the wounds that we have. Isn't that crazy? We attract people in our life based on the wounds that we have. It could be childhood wounds, it could be from prior relationship wounds. So if you don't heal them, the next person you're going to attract when you're in point B, you'll be attracting the same person. So in fact, you're not going to be in point B, you're going to be in point A, or somewhere in between. I know it's not funny, but that is really the truth. So you must absolutely heal those wounds, and only you will know when they're healed. There is no scientific way of knowing or proving. You yourself will know when you are in love with your life so much that you are grateful for everything, and you accept everything the way it happened in your life until now, no matter what, then life becomes beautiful. You don't need another person to make your life beautiful. So when you get there, you will just know, when you're in point B, life will feel so amazing. You will feel the beauty in the blue sky, the trees, and the dirt. You can see the beauty in everything. When you start seeing the beauty in yourself, you can feel the beauty in everything. I'm grateful for all the hair on my head. I thank God for that. Every little thing. And that did not happen over time. I had to practice. You know how they say practice makes things perfect? And, excuse me. Excuse me. Practice makes things perfect. So, important point is that when you are in that zone, I would call myself on point C, actually beyond, because I'm in that unstoppable zone. I don't look for any external validations, and it's okay to have external validations, but you don't want to rely on them, because if you rely on them, that is when external things go wrong, which always would, especially in the US with all the news going on. Every single day there is something, right? So you want to get to a point that none of those impact you. That is when life will get beautiful. You remember that everything is impermanent in life. Nothing is permanent. So if something is making you sad, when you get to that zone when nothing impacts you, that is when you are unstoppable. So if you want to get to that zone, comment below. Comment below. It don't cost you any money. We'll just have a chat, and then you can see if this program is for you. And we can figure things out how in 3 months, time, you can get to that unstoppable zone. It's a 22 years of study that I did. I compressed it in a most effective way so that a person who is in this zone, that point A, their identity is lost, they don't know what to do, how to come out of that zone from here to here, you can get to that unstoppable zone. I'm not a therapist, I'm a coach. And if you know what the difference is, I'm more than happy to explain it to you when we have a call. I don't want to be a therapist. I'm a coach. I will take you to from here to this unstoppable zone that nothing impacts you, whatever happens outside. Right? You are so happy with your life, no matter what is going on in your life. I'll help you with that mindset shift because I lived through it. My divorce separation, when that started, I also lost my job. See, now I'm smiling about it. When that happened, there was no smile. But those were necessary for me because I have been through other tough times and things before in life. So if one of those happened for me, I know myself, it wouldn't have been enough. But when those two happened at the same time, that was the biggest shock that happened in my life that I did not have before. And I knew if I could transform from that version, nothing can stop me. And that's what happened. So I can teach you the exact same thing so that your next Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2026, looks different for you. I'm really, really very passionate about it. I'm coaching some people outside of the YouTube. YouTube, of course, I continue for you guys to see some tips and learn and get there. However, when I do the one-on-one coaching, the impact is a lot higher, a lot faster. Reach out. I really want to help so that your next Valentine's Day look completely different in a very good way. And that's something that you're proud of. And you would start to love your life like never before. You will be unstoppable. The things that you always wanted to do, whatever that is, either through your career or your, I don't know, like skydiving, whatever else you can do, it's all in our mind. It's a mindset shift. Midlife Mastery, that's my program, is called Midlife Mastery. Some would say that, in your midlife, you already lived your life so long that you can't change yourself. But guess what? I look at it differently. You have a lot of experience that you gathered, so you are wiser at this point. So you know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, where a person in 20s or teens, they might not know because they haven't gathered that much experience. Almost think of it this way, how Colonel Sanders started his KFC at 65 years old. He was 65 years old when Colonel Sanders started his KFC. Imagine that. And before that, first when he got his yes, he had 1,009 no's. Back in the day, he went door to door. Of course, I was not alive, but I read about it. I listened to the story that he went door to door, asked people on the street. He heard 1,009 no's before he got the yes, and now KFC is known throughout the world. Do you want to build the next KFC, or what do you want to build next? Next Disney? It's all in our minds. It's all in our minds. You can build and do anything that you want. Nothing can stop you. One important thing is don't look for external validation. And it's not easy, I know. It took me a long time to get there. I'm in my midlife, I'm in my 40s. It took that long for me to learn how to not look for external validations, how to surround myself with the right people so that I can keep growing, keep going. Keep growing and keep going. Both are important. Because sometimes your growth could be like, vertical. You're just learning one thing. But keep going means horizontally. That's also important, right? Because you have certain goals and visions in your life that only you know, and it resonates with you, and that makes you happy, right? That other people won't understand because they have not walked the path that you are on, right? So it is important to make sure that the version that you have, and the reason I say version, we keep changing. Everything changes. Nothing is permanent. The version that I had yesterday versus today is different, right? So the version that you have become, we are always becoming. It's like that Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. We're always becoming a different version. So the version that you have, do you love yourself with everything that is happening around you? If not, you can change it. How are you going to change it? Are you going to change the surroundings? Are you going to change with a new job, with a new partner? But at the core of it is something that you got to love yourself. And to love yourself, you got to put in the right things in your bucket. The happiness bucket I talk about. If you guys come here often, you know I talk about the happiness bucket. That's how your bucket is going to fill in. By the way, when I say guys, I mean girls and guys. So don't tell me that it's only guys. It's girls and guys, both audience. So people, do the things that makes you feel really, really happy. What inspires you? Motivation is external, inspiration is internal. Motivation is something like, okay, I want to, you go buy a new car and that motivates you. You got a bonus that motivates you because it's not long lasting. It's only for a little bit and then it goes away. Inspiration could be connected with your purpose. What inspires you? My daughter inspires me. I have a picture of her over here. She's at school right now, 9 years old. She inspires me the most. She challenges me every day. She inspires me. So it's not that I never get to point A, I'm always in point B or C. But if that happens here, I have some formula. One of the formula is, I gotta inspire her more, because they say kids learn by seeing you, rather than what you tell them. So I try my best to live by example. I know it's not easy, but guess what? That also makes you happy. She and I do the fun things. Sometimes, some of them I capture in the videos you guys have seen. But outside of the videos also, sometimes we do this thing called happiness bucket filler. So just go out, do fun stuff. Wintertime it's a little less, but spring, summer, fall a little bit more. I'll capture more. You guys will see it. She loves it. I love it. So fill your bucket with the things that really makes you happy. If it's a chat with a friend, watching a good movie, you can always do something simple. It doesn't have to be like, huge. You don't have to go spend $100, $200 to have something, really big. What is the little thing? Maybe a $10, I don't know, go buy a houseplant. Something that resonates with you. There is always little something you can do. What is that little something that you can do today that will bring a smile on your face? Right? Comment below. What is that little something you are going to do for yourself today that will make you happy? I'll capture that in a shorts too, because I know this longer video sometimes it might be a little challenging to watch the whole thing all at once, but I'll capture that in a short also. Go do something today for yourself, especially if you are not engaged, not married, or not dating anybody. Go do something for yourself that will bring a smile on your face. Trust me, that makes a difference. That makes a difference. And if you ask me what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head to the gym, and I love going to the gym. And if you guys have seen my videos last year, I had to push myself to go to the gym, and now I'm kind of addicted to the gym. I really like going there. And for a few days, if I don't go, I really miss it. That's a weird thing, but that's for me today. And actually in the evening I might just go out to the Barnes and Nobles by myself. I'm not sure, but something like that. Barnes and Nobles, when I go there, they have those amazing books, and whenever I go there and spend a couple hours, I pick up some books and I learn new things, and that's an amazing thing for me. I love it. I'm like that, a little bit different. I never used to be like a huge book person, but when it comes to, self-transformation, self-development, I love all of that. I've been learning it for so long, for so much. I joke about this with my friends that I probably could have had a PhD or maybe even two PhDs. I don't know. I have learned so much because it's very focused area that fascinates me, that I feel fully fascinated. So I might do that this evening. If I end up doing that, I'm going to capture shorts for you guys so that you see it. But let me know what you guys end up doing, what you plan to do, what you end up doing. I'm like so excited to know, because some of you who come to this channel often and comment, I'm really excited to hear that what you guys will be doing today. Do something for yourself, even if you don't have anybody to do it for. If your kids are there, you can buy some gift for your kids, or they say it could be even for your I don't know, your sister, your friend, your mom, just buy a little something, maybe flowers or a card. Who doesn't like to feel loved? So more you give out to the world, to the universe, more you will get back in your life. The outer world is really the reflection of inner world. So, and it goes the other way too. The outer world can go in, and that could become your inner world. You'll know what I'm talking about. When you are around lots of stressful people, you know what happens? Your inner world becomes stressful, right? And then it kind of takes over, because you are just one person, and if you're around 5-10 people who are super stressed, you become stressed. So same thing. So if you give out the love, if you are stronger than the people around you, you give out the love, and they learn how to do it, and then it reflects on you. I don't know if it made sense, but think a little more about it. It's like literally, it's a reflection. Outer world is a reflection of inner world. Just smile at somebody, and they will smile back at you. And that is what I mean by reflection, right? So smile to the people you see today. You're stuck on a traffic, or riding a metro, going to the grocery store, a restaurant, to the waiter, waitress at the gym, people who work there, the barista at the coffee shop, right? You can spread love. You can wish them happy Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to creep people out. Of course, it depends on which tone you use or body language you use. Spread some love today. It'll come back to you. Trust me. The energy, none of the energy ever dies, and everything is energy. Every word is energy. Every body language is energy. Every thought is energy. So if you give some out, universe will bring it back to you. May not be today, maybe today, it might be 3 months down the line, maybe a year down the line. It'll come back to you. Okay, people, enjoy and happy Valentine's Day. I'll probably make a couple more shorts later, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.